anything else, I'm going to give you this one. Try not to fall down. You know, it's important. So, do you know what framing is? Framing is when you put houses together with wood, you build walls. Surprisingly, on some of these walls, I'm going to blame my boss because I worked for a guy down here in Glenwood. We were doing a commercial building. Anyways, you put everything together on 16-inch centers. Now, my boss, of course, he must have put it on 15.5 because when I went to go through the boards, it ripped my buttons off. So, it's a big problem going between the studs boards. Studs is what they're actually called. And actually, they're not studs, they're boards because I made them into studs because I cut every board to a stud length. And the stud is when you buy a board that's finished, it's already to length, you know. That's why they're called studs, is because they build the house, they don't have to cut any of the boards, and boom, the house is up. Look, studs are working. But a stud is a board that's already cut to length. You don't have to cut it, you just nail it. The boards that we had were horrible, boy. I mean, third-rate wood, but which makes it harder for a drywaller. But anyways, putting up, we had to cut all the boards. So my coat is all ripped up. My coat's only 2 months old, not even 2 months. Maybe it's 3. Let's see. November, December, January. Okay, it would be 3 approximately. Now, I got this job. Surprisingly, I haven't had a job in a long time. I had one other job at the state cap, right kitty corner from the state capitol in Montana. Basement apartment, total remodel, triplex. Went really good. Even though my boss, again, after we did the whole building and I had to do the tile, he told me, "Don't take the woman. It's a tile job. Come on." I was only 72 hours full time, so I only worked like, what do you say, 21 hours out of the 72. Maybe I worked 30. Maybe I had 10-hour days. But tile takes a while. You have to lay it out. Anyways, it was fine. He's never done tile before, so he thinks I'm being slow, but it takes a while. It's you have to lay things out. You have to fix a lot of things. And that's a problem, especially when the walls were not right. I don't know what the plumber was doing, but anything, we got it all in, got it all up, and yeah, really looked good when I was done. Put glass shelves in it. It was a wraparound bath, and of course, had a low ceiling and all that good stuff. So that was the job down in Montana. That was the one bad spot. My boss said I was lazy again. They always do that. But I mean, if you go by the national average, I'm pretty much, I'm on time. So I'm not, like over hours. But what bosses think seems to be the problem, and it's mostly because they are already behind when they start. So they, anyways, going forward. So the boards were too close together and ripped my buttons off. Brand new coat. Made me mad. Yeah, I cut down on half a hamburger. This is, of course, my good morning breakfast video. Meaning, good morning, it's breakfast. You're eating cereal, you're watching the video. When you stop, you have to stop the video, you have to go do the item, and then you have to come back, turn the video on. Because what it does is it makes it a good joke. It's like having all the information in the middle. If you come to a stop point, which is usually a friendship deal because you have to stop, go get all these things because you're actually going to learn something when you do it. I've been in contracting for a long time, early 1990s. I've been contractor for longer, or I've been working as a contractor for longer under somebody else. And of course, I'm a surveyor, and I have thousands and thousands of hours, and I've done hundreds, well, actually thousands of acres of land. So when I got my contractor's license, they said, well, he's a house builder because I worked for a contractor. We built houses, basements actually, is what I mostly, and finished work and all top to bottom, except I wasn't on a roofing job because I was gone then for that guy. But everything else in there, we got being a contractor. So I'm a contractor and builder with a surveyor background, and then I make my own business. A little town called Bozeman, 15,000 people. Surprisingly, I was going to school at the same time. So I left. Went to Europe, started a business again. And I was in business till I left Europe. And I did new buildings. Just got hit with in the back. I can't decide whether it's some kind of biological chemical nerve agent that they spray on your back, makes it hurt. There's a bunch of these bastards around here that carry in a pocket. But anyways, it's one of those deals. So let's go forward. I'm a builder.
My mom said that.
I want to build.
She was like, oh.
In Europe, I built. I didn't build everything because you can't. In Europe, you have to have a so-called Meister. You hear my voice change? That fucker walks by me. He sprayed that stuff out. You know what I'm saying? He sprayed shit. Can you see it? I think I even see it on the camera. Maybe that was there before. This is a bastard fucking community. And I don't know what to do besides people walk by and assault and attack people. Me. I've been attacked probably 150 times. Radioactive stuff. And there's my coffee. Maybe it's I don't talk enough. That's another good excuse. Which I've been trying to do this. So let's go forward. I was going to give this to the council to say, you know, I don't know what your problem really is, but of course you have one because you don't have enough buildings here. And I'm trying to be your friend because I want to be one of your builders, so I want to build for you. And I told that guy yesterday, and he says, yeah, well, you got to go through all the paperwork. And I said, no, you don't have to go through the paperwork because the computer just kicks you out. That's what it does. Somebody steals your bid. You know as well as I do, if you ain't black or Mexican, you're not getting a job in a computer job where you put your resume in. What? Doesn't work. They have some little switch or something, you know, that these guys all get put to the top. And I've filled out a lot of applications, never got a job, never. And I have a lot of experience, and I have a lot of knowledge, and I have a lot of leadership. Well, I used to lead people over in Europe when I was working, and I never got that chance in the military. Even though I was elected to be the armor. So, as you know, company armor is not just lightly done. So, somebody seems to sabotage my name or sabotage, you know, bastardism. God damn, motherfucker. Can hardly hit me in the back again. You know, it's really painful. What I'm saying is, obviously, I wanted a job. Here, I can give a fucking policeman.